Okay, if you're here, it means you've gotten yourself through one step and then two step. And then this one is called multi-step. So we're doing solving a multi-step inequalities. This is the code 6AV 6AZ on your 8th grade IXL. I'm doing that on purpose. I hope you guys know that because it's hilarious. Okay, so we have the problem -1 plus -1 times a set of numbers will be less than or equal to -10. So let's get crack-a-lackin' here. Get my pen handy and we'll write it down, okay? All right. Plus -1m less than or equal to -10. So we're going to solve this just like we solve multi-step equations. Just circle the stuff you need to get rid of. Here you go. This one. We need to get rid of this. And that'll leave m by itself, right? So we start by getting rid of the add subtract term by doing the opposite. +1. +1. This cancels it out. What we have left on the left is going to be a -1m less than or equal to. Different signs mean subtract. So it's going to be 10 minus 1, which is 9. And we're going to take the negative sign. Okay? Now, we are going to divide it by this coefficient, -1, -1, -1. Okay. Now, the big rule that we tend to forget, but we don't want to forget, is that if you divide or multiply your variable term by a negative, you need to switch the direction of the sign. Okay? So this is going to be m greater than or equal to, and we divide these out, and a negative divided by a negative is definitely a positive. So let's type that in, and let's click submit. Okay, the next level is 43. Okay, here's the problem. What do we have here? Let's look here. We have a set of numbers, n divided by 10. It's going to be, when we add 3 to it, they have to be less than or equal to the number 4. So let's do our process, right? Circle the things we want to get rid of, like that and that, to get n by itself. Opposite of plus is minus. Opposite of plus is minus. Okay. What we're left with here is n divided by 10 less than or equal to 4 minus 3, which is 1. Okay, then we still need to get rid of this 10, and it's dividing the variable, so we're going to multiply. Multiply this. And when we do, that cancels to 1, and we have n is less than or equal to 1 times 10, or 10. Let's type it in and turn it in. All right, we are now up to the SMART score of 75, and we're getting into some hairier problems here. So let's look at this. We have c plus 2 divided by 42 has to be the set of numbers that are less than or equal to the number 2. So what do we have to do? Whenever you have a fraction and it's just a fraction, this whole thing is a term. So you need to make it you need to eliminate the fraction. So we're going to get rid of the division first by multiplying by 42. That's what will crunch the fraction down. So we get rid of 42 by multiplying by 42. And then on this side, you have to multiply by 42 as well. Okay? So we're left with c plus 2 is the set of numbers that are less than or equal to 2 times 42, which is 84. Almost there. We still need to get rid of this. Now, notice I didn't multiply the term by a negative, so I didn't switch the sign. Subtract 2, cancels out, and our answer is C, all the numbers that are less than or equal to 84 minus 2, which is 82. Okay, we type it in, and then we submit. Okay, take a look at the next level. It is challenge zone. This is where the rubber really meets the road here. Let's write our problem down. J divided by -2 plus 585 will be the set of numbers that are less than or equal to the number 591. Okay. So, same process, but we're going to circle the stuff we want to get rid of. And we're going to start with our add subtract term, which is this one, minus 585 on the left and minus 585 on the right. Cancels it out, leaving on the left side the j divided by -2 less than or equal to 591 minus 585 is 6. Then what we need to do is we need to still get rid of this -2 to solve for j. And since it's dividing our variable, the opposite operation is multiply. Okay, that'll cancel it out. And our answer is going to be j less than or equal to 6 times -2, which is -12. Now, something really important that I almost forgot. We multiplied a negative. So we have to get rid of this and flip the sign around. I almost forgot that. I teach this stuff, but I still make mistakes from time to time. And then we type it in and we just hit submit.